I was so scared of success. And people thought I was, proud or like I didn't want to show up for these things, but I genuinely believe I didn't deserve them. I would get opportunities and I would postpone them. I would ignore these emails. I would not show up in the fear of just, I don't know if I can handle it. Am I really the real one? And for so long, I felt like, okay, maybe it's me who's the problem.
It's my fault.
It's my fault. Alcohol was a really creeping monster in my life because it started as a joke, just like everyone else. I was just young and trying to have fun. And it became a coping mechanism. And I would drink until I would black out. I would drink until I cannot feel anymore. I wasn't drinking to have fun. Most of the money I would earn is just alcohol and people. No one will truly understand how it comforts me. And the truth is I was just fearful of success.
For the longest time, you've been compared to Elsa. And people have always been like, oh, she stole your art. First, she stole your star. Do you fast? do you believe that?
I can't blame her. I can't. She took the opportunities. I didn't. I did not. Opportunities are coming, I'm ignoring them. She stepped in her light confidently. I didn't. So everything she has, I think she's much more earned. And they have nothing to do with me. It's not my journey. It's not my lane. This industry is very vicious. I'm not gonna take that away.
Yes.
It is. People will smile in your face, but behind you, they're just hoping you fail. Or, hey, she's becoming a threat. I had that thing a lot. It was people, celebrities would dear me and be like, I don't know how long you'll keep this up. But especially now, I just know in the industry, it's vicious.
Yeah.
So I've learned that now. I can't fully trust some people. And I'm intentional with who I interact with.
Yes.
And I think that was one of the only people who pumped life into me. Genuinely, like he had nothing to gain from it. And he's a controversial person even. There's some things that he says that I don't agree with. But as a person, to me, he was genuine and kind and supportive. And I needed that at the time.
Yeah.
And the ladies in the industry who say like, as a women feminist, they were really putting me down. I didn't even have a female figure in my life who was truly showing me how to be a woman and how to start a business and how to make money, as a woman.
Diversify. Yes.
It was Kibe was telling me those things.
Very good morning to you and a warm welcome to LNS Rebuilding Series. My name is Lynn Ngugi. The person I'm about to interview, for me, I've always believed she's destined for greatness. And I was just reading somewhere and there's something she said that it hurts when you know you have it in you, but people just don't give you the opportunities or the opportunities do not present themselves. And I'm telling you, mark this interview and mark my words. You will see her in global stages and you will say, Lynn said so, simply because I totally believe in her art. We were so excited last week when we called her in and she was like, yeah, let's do it, 8 a.m. Yeah, tufanye hii kitu. Staki kusema amechelewa cause hajachelewa either ways, but I'm about to let her introduce herself so that she can be able to walk us through her rebuilding journey. What is she about right now? What is she going through? How is she handling the things that she's going through and what keeps her going? But before I do that, I have waited so long to introduce the people I'm partnering with to you, Tap Tap Send. And I've always said, I will not introduce a brand that I do not believe in. But before I even tell you about Tap Tap Send, I just want to say thank you. I want them to know they are not just partners, but people who have believed in our work. One day when we were stuck somewhere, they came through and they were just like, LNN is family and we have to bail you guys out. For that, I'm forever grateful. And to be able to work with them right now on a business level gives me amazing. I'm so grateful. So what's Tap Tap Send? You all know about it. If you don't know, it's a money sending app that allows you to send money back home. And I'm going to tell you, if you use my code, that's Lynn, you are going to be able to get cash back. They send money through dollars, euros, pounds, and even dirhams. So if you use my code, you are going to get this cashback right here on your screen. It's faster, greater rates, better rates. So try them out faster and download their app and let them know what you think about them. Kama muwapendi pia, feel free to tell me on my email, and also to thank you guys for being incredible supporters of our work. Tunafunga mwaka na 700k subscribers, even more than that. So asanteni sana, we would not have done this without you. And to my team, I said I will not be recognizing them at the end of the show for always coming through. Edgar Muga on the cameras, and Scholar, and of course Kelvin and Sam for compiling this episode and making sure you guys, you are getting to watch it right on time. And now, without further ado, allow me to let this beautiful girl of ours introduce herself. Hi.
Lynn Ngugi.
Yes.
Hey, that was so amazing.
Now, was it?
That was very kind.
Tell me, why am I about to get emotional about you?
Oh, I have that effect on people, I must say.
True story.
But I think I have my side of the story to share.
Yeah.
And be an inspiration today. So
Yeah.
I think that would be where the emotions will come from, the inspiration.
I think it's good vibes. It's not like emotions because I'm like, oh, Rono, for me, it's just, I don't know, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But before, you can introduce yourself.
Thank you for having me. My name is Chebet Ronoh. I am a content creator / entertainer. You can see me all over TikTok somewhere or Instagram. That is who I am. And I recently have been into wellness and self-care, and I have also started a sobriety journey that I share with my followers. And I'm all for growth. I'm all for being better. So
Yes.
that's why I'm here.
Good. How are you?
I'm fine.
You are?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You know that question when people say we are accustomed to, I'm fine, I'm good, all good. Deep down, how really are you?
I feel like I'm content right now in life. I am in a place where I'm stable.
Yeah.
And most of my days look the same because I'm grateful and content. But I'm still asking God for the desires of my heart.
Yes.
And that's why I say I'm fine.
Good.
Yeah.
Can I tell people your first name? Because I was like...
People know actually. What would you like to say?
Yes, for me it just, I related to the name. Do you say Deborah or Deborah?
It's Deborah. Aki bro, you're the first one. You're the first one to pronounce it correctly.
Yes.
Deborah.
Deborah.
Yes.
Yeah. Your parents gave you that name?
Yes, my mom actually.
Yeah.
She, funny enough, when she was pregnant, she wanted to get a daughter, and she didn't want to check the gender. And she said, it's a daughter, and I'm gonna call her Prophetess Deborah. And funny enough, I'm talking to people and they listen. So
Yes. Listen.
Kind of manifested.
You actually, Mama, go. You. How is mom?
She's beautiful. She's amazing.
Yeah.
A woman. I don't even think I can amount to the woman she is. A powerhouse.
A powerhouse.
Yeah.
You are a powerhouse. Do you believe that yourself?
In my own way, yes. Yeah.
Who is Rono?
Wow, I love that question.
Yeah.
For so long, I've let people say my story for me, and I didn't even believe who I was, or I didn't rather know who I was. But Rono is a student of life her purpose is to help others and be of service and community to others through humor and relatability. I think that's who I am. Yeah, and I'm willing to share everything I learn.
Good.
And learn and unlearn.
Learn
a lot of things.
Yes, you know, I hosted a guest here, and to me what stuck was, she said, the greatest regret with the people in the 21st century will be their inability to unlearn, learn, and relearn. If we are not able to do those three things, I don't know.
Heavy on the unlearning. It's really easy to learn.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Unlearning what we've subconsciously been programmed from ages ago, or even absorbing the wrong kind of content can do so much for how you see the world.
Yeah.
So unlearning is really where it is.
Heavy on that. Yeah, I'm going to go to the unlearning for you. Okay. But this series is dubbed Rebuilding. Okay. And the first question I ask people towards that is, what are you rebuilding in your life right now?
I could say the relationship with myself, 100%. My view of the world, my perception of the world. It's something I'm consciously trying to improve by reading books, opening up myself to emotional intelligence. I've come to see how important it is. Also rebuilding my story from where I wanted to now look like. I was from the sidelines. I was looking at it from the sidelines. But now I'm intentionally taking action in building the life I want.
Okay.
My love life as well. I'll tell you about that.
Yes.
Okay. But I did have like not the best relationships.
Yes.
I had one that was abusive, and just an absent father as well. So I'm rebuilding my perception of love.
Good.
I think those are the two things: my career, my life. Yeah.
Yes. And you know what amazes me about you, Rono, is I feel like people have deep love for you. And I'm sure I'm not the only, you know, something happens with me, especially on social media. So on Instagram, I avoid following people before I meet them.
Why?
Because what people present themselves as sometimes on social media is completely different, you know. And for me, I always like want, every guest who has been here, they can tell you, I always try first to connect with them, especially if they are the influencers. I don't like the word influencers, especially if they are change makers or they're impacting the society, right? And for me, what stands out is, even deep down, I feel like, God, I'm gonna stop talking. I know I'm talking a lot, guys, but I feel like people have genuine love for you. You are the person everyone is waiting for you just to shine and thrive. And I'm just here for it. And I just want to assure you that day is coming.
Thank you.
That day is coming. It has come already. You've been one of the youngest radio presenters, the youngest impact, people who are making impact out there. You are the youngest in like so many other things. So even at your age right now, if anything doesn't make sense, I want you to sit back and know it's coming. And when it comes, it's gonna come Denzel style. It's gonna come.
You better talk about it.
Yes, it's gonna come Denzel style.
Yeah.
And we will be here vouching for you, waiting for you to succeed. And I can't wait for that. I really can't wait for
Thank
that.
you, Lynn.
So go you.
Thank
Don't
you.
let no one stand in your way. Your art is beautiful. You are so authentic. During some of my days when I didn't feel like laughing, you made me laugh. You used to make me laugh. I'm like, you have it in you. So even the team can tell you, last week when you said yes to the interview, I was really excited about having you. So if 1 + 1 is not adding up right now in your life, give it time.
Give it time.
Give it time. It's gonna come and the blessings will come. Double. Believe that. And we manifest that, right?
Yes.
So before my people tell me, Lynn, you're talking too much, it's an interview about you today. I want to sit back. Maybe take us through your story, you know, growing up. How has life been? Where are we right now? What are some of the mistakes, the lessons that you've learned? Feel free to start this conversation anywhere.
Where to start? Wow. You know, sometimes I feel like I've lived so many lives. I'm only 23 and I've lived so many people's lives. But I'd like to start where, I don't like to start where it all began because it was quite easy at the beginning. When I started creating content and when I started sharing my stories on the internet, people really received it. And I had a lot of big opportunities. I had a lot of people who wanted to be associated with me. It was good. And I think God humbled me, darling. Like, in such a, how do I say this? I was so scared of success. And people thought I was, you know, proud or like I didn't want to show up for these things, but I genuinely believe I didn't deserve them. I'm still working on it till now. I would walk into a room and even like the managers or the big people will give you that wing for your, happy to see you here. And I'd say, okay, now I need to tone it down, sit at the back, give everyone else a chance. I was so scared of my light. And people would, I would get opportunities and I would postpone them. I would ignore these emails. I would not show up in the fear of just, I don't know if I can handle it. Am I really the real one? And so even when other people began to, began to rise, and people would compare me with other creators. I'm just going to talk about it like Elsa. Yeah. And for so long, I felt like, okay, maybe it's me who's the problem.
It's my fault.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have done this better and better. But I've realized if it can happen for other people, it just means that mine is on the way. And another thing is believing that, okay, if these people could do it and they have at least, they don't maybe have the much more talent, but they're putting in the work. I have no excuse but to say, put in the work, Chebet, show up, believe in yourself such that even when these opportunities reach you, you're not doing the same sabotaging behaviors. I did also had like a journey with alcohol because I didn't know the problem was underlying. So I just started to drown myself in alcohol for, I think, a year and a half. I was truly like in alcohol, and it was terrible, from my health to my social life to just sabotaging everything, hitting rock bottom. And I thought that would make me feel better because it was easier to predict. I was like, okay, if I just sabotage it and don't show up, then maybe it'll just go away and this pressure will stop. But it kept following me and would meet me and be like, you know, you inspire me. And I'm like, leave me alone, man. I just want it to end, you know.
Do you know I felt that?
Really?
When people say, Lynn, you inspire, and I'm just like,
I'm in full
there's a day I was so mentally tired. And we had just come from this event, and I had socialized with so many people. And I had said, oh my God, if I hear one more Lynn Ngugi, not in a bad way, I'm gonna crash. I felt like I was at my, God, I was breaking, because first I was so exhausted, and you know, there's so much genuine love that comes with your supporters, and you want to give them equal love and support, like equal love and appreciation. But that day, Chebet, I was so tired. I said, God, if I hear another one more Lynn Ngugi, I'm gonna crash. I even started crying. That's how overwhelming sometimes. No, true story. That's how overwhelming it gets sometimes. And then you're like, what do I do? What do I do? This is me. This is my work. Are the people who make this work what it is, right? These are the people I produce the content for. And you don't want to look ungrateful. But I've learned sometimes, even saying, I can't do this. I can't say hi. It's okay. You're just human and you don't have the strength for it. Because I was like, God, I'm gonna die. I started crying for no reason. It was like anxiety. My anxiety and panic was just up there. And sometimes, for me, I'm grateful. I'm surrounded with people who can tell me, let's go home. You don't have to be there. Let's go home. Cancel this. Let's postpone this. I'm surrounded by those people. I don't know for you who was there.
Exactly, bro. But I'm so happy that you experienced the same.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like you understand what it feels like. I didn't have that. And the people in my circle were not giving me the right advice. And there are people who I would dim down my light to be accepted. So imagine you're around people who don't want to uplift you, or rather, not that they don't want to, but they're kind of consciously not being the support you need.
Yes.
But because you're settling, you have no other. I constantly put myself under, constantly put myself down, self-degrading. And at least you had that.
Yeah.
I think I'm being that person for myself now. I don't have any friends, actually.
Really?
And that's not a bad thing. No.
It's not a bad.
It's not a bad thing. I also want friends that are long-lasting and intentional, and I think I haven't reached there yet.
Yes.
To put in the work in, and some other people.
Yeah.
I'm putting the work in myself now.
Good.
That's why.
That's why.
Okay, can I remove my jacket because it's...
Feel free. Yeah, so sorry, Ronoh had to remove the jacket. It's doing on the audio. Yeah, let's talk about that, because I always feel like our habits are rooted somewhere. Whether we are drinking or we smoking or we are eating, you know, stress eating, it's rooted somewhere. Where was yours coming from?
Oh, 100%. I came to realize that a lot of the coping mechanisms we have is just to procrastinate our dreams and the deeper trauma that's lying underneath. So alcohol was a really creeping monster in my life because it started as a joke just like everyone else. I was just young and trying to have fun. And it became a coping mechanism. And I would drink until I would black out. I would drink until I cannot feel anymore. I wasn't drinking to have fun. Most of the money I would earn was just alcohol and people. And it began to affect my health, my relationships. I have been to rehab twice. My first time in rehab was forceful. and my family at the time were like, we've seen what this thing is doing to you and we can't let you keep going down this road. And even after that first time, I still felt like no one will truly understand how it comforts me. And the truth is I was just fearful of success.
Yeah.
It just was the pressure. It was, can I do it? Do I deserve this? Am I good enough? And funny enough, like I doubted my greatness, yet everyone else is telling me a different story.
They're telling you you're great.
You're
Lynn
like,
is here telling you are great, and you're like, how am I?
like,
why do we have so many things in common? Suffered from that too. People tell you you're great. You even find an email, you're like, how am I great? How am I great, you know? I'm not great. You suffer from it. It's imposter syndrome. You think that's not you.
And so I've been reading this book called The Mountain Is You, and I came to realize we're their own enemy. Whether it's us, we're the villain.
Yes.
Because more or less it's just your belief system, your limiting beliefs, even the things you've absorbed from what people are telling you.
Yes.
I think cyberbullying really did affect me.
Yeah.
Because I was such a vibrant girl. I remember when I started, I was so hopeful. I was, yeah. And the comments just started getting to me, and I began to believe them.
Yeah.
And I would compare myself, and I would feel like a failure. And so alcohol really soothed those things.
Yes.
It was an escape, kabisa, from reality. But I realized the growth was the pain was the growth. I mean, going through those things wasn't what I wanted, but it opened up my eyes to realize there's something deeper than this alcohol that is causing you to act out like this. It's causing you to, escape reality.
Yeah.
And so I went to rehab the second time. I took myself and
By
I said,
yourself?
yeah.
You walked in?
Yeah, they were like surprised. Even my therapist was like, my doctor at the time was like, when ulikuwa unatupiga last time? And I really wanted to change, not completely who I am, but what is it that's limiting me from succeeding in life?
Yes.
From believing in myself.
Yeah.
And I said, if it's this liquor, let's go to the rehab, let's figure it out. And I was in there. Of course, it didn't really do much. Of course, the detox was nice.
Yes.
But I had to come out and do the inner work. I had to do the shadow work. I had to question my doubts, my fears. I had to, I started gymming as well.
Good.
I began to become healthier and eat the things that my body needs. And I saw a beautiful impact on my mental health.
Yeah.
I was even able to show up for other people. Another thing is I put people's needs before mine so much. People pleasing. I had the trophy, really. I would do things for people, for love, for validation. I never really felt like I was good enough. And I don't know where that thing came from. I'm still figuring it out, but I'm now rebuilding my self-image towards myself and giving myself the things I deserve.
Yes.
I'm affirming myself more than ever in this season. It's not even about me. I've realized that God has put something in me that I can't keep ignoring.
Yes.
And it's helping so many people. I've seen so many people who even DM me and they tell me their own life struggles of, I'm gonna cry. Wow.
No. And if you cry, it's happy tears,
Wow. Okay. This is beautiful. Thank you.
Welcome.
And just seeing the impact it's having on other people who are accepting, like so people say alcohol is in their lives, but the people around them don't even know. Their close ones don't know. They black out drunk and no one knows that they're suffering. And me being able to voice it and say, hey, I've been through this thing and I'm still going through it. I'm working towards sobriety. I think Lydia was here the other time on a show.
Yes.
Very beautiful inspiration on wellness. I've been looking at her sobriety journey and it's been such an inspiration.
Yeah.
And I don't think you really need liquor if I'm being honest. I tried to say that I can control it, but I don't think I'm one of those people. It takes over. It's never enough. It just keeps going and keeps going. And I decided to quit. I decided to really quit. So I'm kind of 1 month sober now.
Congratulations.
Yay. Yeah.
Congratulations. No, truly, like, honestly, I don't know. I feel like I'm a big sister or something. Maybe you can call me auntie. Not auntie Debs.
Sister, more like,
sister. But I love that even that 1 month, wish they had a coin for it, I would give you, because it's beautiful. And to a year, into 2 years,
Yes.
into 3 years, into 4 years, into 5 years, you know. Do you fear the relapse?
No.
Good.
No, not at all, because I've given myself grace. I think these days I'm very compassionate with myself. I was very hard on myself. When I was 20 and I'm telling myself, you're a failure, you don't even know what you're doing. Those are the voices in my head.
At 20?
Imagine, bruh. And the people who are like, let's say, the people at the time who are criticizing me haven't done anything. And I was young and trying to put myself out there. And I was naive. So I ended up believing a lot of the things they said.
Yes.
But I'm really reshaping that right now.
What do you believe now?
That there's very much reason to everything God has planted in me. I believe that I'm an impact to my generation, and I can definitely use my voice for the better.
Good.
Yeah,
and you're doing that,
Yeah.
You're doing that. You said, there's a video I did the other day on friendship, because even for me, the more I grow, the more I start now to ask myself, what does friendship even mean? What does this term mean? I have 3 amazing friends in my circle, like, hey, give me a kidney, I'll give you a kidney. The kind
nice.
of that kind of circle. But it's been also a journey for me, because there are people who we just stopped talking, or people who just wanted to take advantage of me, or people I took advantage of, I don't want to sound like I'm a saint, but for you, how has your friendship journey been? And the people you are pleasing, the people you are trying to seek validation from, the people you would go and move mountains for, are they there?
Not really, but I'm not complaining.
Yes.
Because I've accepted people come and go in your life. That's something we need to really understand. But we choose who stays and who to work in the future, like who to keep in our future with.
Yes.
A lot of my friendships from the beginning fell out. And most of them were my age.
Yeah.
I mostly got along with older people. But people took advantage. I would say that. I also did have faults. I wasn't the best of friends. But I believed they were my friends, but they weren't really. And I more so took a blame for a lot of the things that fell out. Like I was more of the punching bag. It's you. But I came to realize, like, no, I was people pleasing. I paid all your bills. I mean, in terms of like when we go out,
Yes.
I would do it. I would, without question. And I felt like that's how the only way people would love me. If I show so much love and keep chasing and trying to hold on to, and I didn't even know myself. The friends I was choosing were based off how much they relate to me, or how much they laugh with me, or how much history we have. But they were not intentional. They were not foundational. We didn't have the same values. And that's why a lot of them crumbled. Some came to the media and said a lot of hurtful things.
Yes.
Some of them are shocking because sometimes we even fell out peacefully, or I just naturally stopped talking to them, and then I see them in the media and I'm like, I didn't even know we were this close. But I accepted that I have to be very careful with who I let around me. I stopped giving out my energy freely because they take advantage of that, I think, especially when you're I don't know how to say, I don't want to say light, but when you're genuine, anyone authentic, anyone genuine who's willing to do whatever it takes for another person because you'd want the same.
Yes.
You tend to take a lot. You tend to ignore your needs. And that's what I did for quite some time. And now I'm saying no.
You're saying no.
No.
How are you choosing your friendships right now?
I won't lie, I'm not really searching. I'm getting to know who I am. I'm getting to understand what it takes to be Chebet, and how can I take Chebet to be her higher self. And then from there, I'm sure I'll find my crowd.
Yes.
But there are a few people that I can reach out to and always ask for advice, and they're very amazing people.
Yeah.
And they make my life easier.
Yes.
They make it so easier. And we're able to support each other, and I think that's where it's at right now.
That's why it's it. Okay. Let's talk about family, because you talk about your mom a lot, right? And you don't have to answer if not. But where is dad in all this? Where is dad in the picture?
when it came to my family,
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it, but I had a lot of emotional needs that weren't really fulfilled. And everyone makes mistakes. You know, I don't even want to make them feel like, you know, it's you guys who didn't. No, like they made their mistakes, they lived their life. I can only love them right now for who they are.
Yes.
And sometimes it might take from a distance, and that hurts, but it's what is the capacity I can give
Right now.
I blame my parents a lot for how my life turned out, because I would admire people like who had beautiful families who would support them immensely, and like they were there, they were present. I did have that. My mom was amazing. She was the provider, she was everything, but she can't be perfect. And so a lot of things happened to me that still maybe affect me, but I've forgiven them. I have released them, and I'm living my life now. I'm learning from their mistakes. I'm learning from my mistakes. So yeah.
Go you. We don't have to get deeper, you know, but I just wish you well. Because sometimes family ain't blood also. And even as we move on with life, we are able to build families, even along our circles with different people, you know. Yeah, so whatever it is, I'm pretty sure the light will shine on it soon, you know. Yeah. Relationships, dating. You are 23.
Yeah.
You are 23.
Yeah.
And you are here telling me about relationship mistakes. And
What
I'm
do
like,
I know?
What? I'm like, at 23? Wait, where was I in my dating life at 23? Now they're going to think I'm so old. At 23. Oh, no. I was in a very intact. I was in an intact relationship that went so long. And
longer than it was supposed to.
Longer than it was supposed to. I'm like, you look back, but we learn every day. What was I doing there? But you learn every day, you know. For you, relationships, you know, how is your experience, Matt, as a relationship? Because I know something, and I'm like, I'll let you talk about it.
You'll tell me yours as well. I want to know.
Yes, I will.
Well, so I haven't really had many relationships because obviously I'm young, but I had one that changed my perception kabisa. I was with a very abusive person, but I didn't even know it was abuse because I didn't know what love looked like. And again, being the people pleaser, I'd do anything for this person to just not leave or not, you know, disregard me. And funny enough, he was like way older than me. You know how they say age doesn't determine maturity.
Older?
Yeah.
How older?
At the time, I think he was 33.
And you were?
20. I know, it was bad. I didn't even know there was a problem. You guys. Some of my family. And that was, you know, really a roller coaster. It was ups and downs. It really took a toll on my life emotionally. I saw myself acting in ways I'd never even known. I even became abusive as well, because that's the only way I could feel like I could defend myself. Because you know when you're speaking to a narcissist, they're really not, they're smiling when you're crying.
Yeah.
And so I felt like physically was the only way I could be hard. And so even like when I would get late, I would like want to show people, I'm even doing boxing classes now. Just in case you want to try me.
Oh, don't try. Don't try.
But that was my only answer. Like, nilikuwa naonanga tu kupiga mtu is how I can be hard. It went on as well as yours for quite some time.
Yeah.
And he was the leech of my life, Lynn. Where financially, mentally, he took it. I not really took it out. I let him take advantage of so much of me. But I did not know better. I really didn't. I didn't see, my mom grow up with someone loving. So I can say, I saw her fight for love. And it really shapes how you see the world, how we grow. And I was able to at least it ended with me getting some help from the police, and like he was arrested, and
Really?
that's how it ended.
Was it physical?
Very. it was such a physical. I would be strangled over nothing. You know, like, I feel like when someone hasn't healed a lot of their traumas, they project that onto you.
Yes.
And that's a lot of what happened.
Yeah.
Physical that didn't make any sense, arguments that were from nowhere. It's like, why are you hugging him on the road? I remember there's a time it was raining and it was muddy, and a man offered to carry my bag because there's no way I would have passed, and he beat him up on the road. And I thought that was love, bro. Like, I was unsure. My intuition was saying, hey, apana. But then I was like, maybe this means he loves me. But I'm
And
very
jealous
grateful.
is good,
Yeah.
you know, and he's protective, and he doesn't want me to be seen by another person. So that means he loves me a lot. That's
ghetto.
That's the ghetto.
The ghetto.
The ghetto. That is, yes. And we do that a lot, you know. And you don't know how to react because it's confusing. Is this love or manipulation? Also, in your younger years, what do you know about manipulation? What do you even know about emotional abuse? What do you even know about love? Yeah.
I think you also knew, so you took quite the, yeah.
Are you safe now?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think I'm very slow and intentional. Yeah.
Okay. But during that time, because if you are in your 20s, that's also the time you are blossoming in the media. That's when we are waking up to funny clips and Ronoh doing her things, you know. How are you able to block this part and then still give the public this other side where you are making us laugh, but deep down you are crashing?
Girl, hey, I feel like you've portrayed it so well.
Yeah.
I was able to suppress my emotions so well. So well. My life could be falling apart, but I would just cover it up so well.
Yes.
And still execute. And so the drinking increased in those times. And it'll come out. So people are like, you are normal, like, you're okay, I thought you're okay. But then I'm drinking and it's coming out. The emotions, the anger, the pain, everything I'm suppressing, the abuse I'm going through, you know, and I'm showing up as this strong person, and I'm advising people. You know, have you ever been I know you know. When advising mtu and you don't even know.
Yes.
You know? So that's where the suppression, for sure.
For sure. Did content creation make you happy?
Very, till this day. I feel like even if I was doing it for free, I would. But I'm starting to understand how I can make money from my content.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think your introduction to money and endorsements, because Ronoh, you've endorsed some big brands from KFC to Carrefour, I think so, to some other, maybe I can't quite remember. Do you think someone should have taught you about money management? You are one of the top radio presenters. Oh God, I used to love the collabo. Me, you catch me dead listening to radio in the morning, right? Honestly, but there are times when you and Charlie would just really make my mornings. I was just like, beautiful, beautiful. And I know maybe you are getting paid a lot or peanuts. I don't know, but I know money, of course, was coming in. And then you are here, you endorsing. And then, of course, the love that comes from the public and people supporting you. We love you, Ronoh. Did you think that messed you up also?
I'm grateful, but in some sense, yeah. Because I didn't have any education on it, and I didn't have a support system. And then again, on top, add the imposter syndrome.
And the people pleasing.
So I am making the money. I am making the opportunity. I'm going for those opportunities.
Yes.
But am I using them well to my benefit? Or am I just earning money and going back to the liquor store? You know what I mean? And during that time, I was such a junkie. I'd eat junk and I'd drink. And I'd spend money on things that didn't matter. And every time I think when someone would call me out on it, it started creeping in, and 1, 2, 3 people would come and be like, oh, yo, you know you're drinking a little too much, or it'll cause me to not go to work. That's when I was like, no, you guys. So because I'm denying that it's a problem and I need help, I'm like, no, I don't need you, you know, and I'm pushing the right people away. And I'm pushing
the right people away. You are remaining with the ones who know, of course, there's a problem, but we are benefiting
from
here.
It.
How can we call her out on it?
And yeah, I think that's but it also helped me to create also opportunities for myself in terms of like my video quality and like the people I could reach, the networking. That was the benefit, for sure. Yeah.
Are you friends with Tokodi?
I'm not anymore, but we used to be really close back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened?
I remember Tokodi reached out right about that time, and he had told me about the drinking thing. And again, when someone would tell me, because it wasn't the liquor, I just wanted people to hold my hand. I just wanted people to validate the pain I was going through, but most people are like, you are messing up, you're the problem. So that became, you're the problem, there's something wrong with you. And so I'm now fixing, I'm like, okay, if it's me, sorry.
It's all right.
Wow. I'm like, I'm on the Mrs. Fix mode.
Yes.
And I'm now like, it went directly into translating to I'm a bad person. And I don't know, I cannot do much with what I have. I have it, yes, but I don't know how to do with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, why did you ask if Chokodina?
Oh, your video together, you did something together.
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I was with Avril and I asked her if Pascal replies your text. And she was like, yeah, Pascal replies my text. I was like, must be nice.
Alinianika.
The way he leaves me on the greetings.
Ronoh, me, I follow you. Don't joke with me.
That's so long ago.
That's so long ago. I follow you. You did that. You did Avril. You did a couple of people. And I love, that was one of my best series.
Thank you.
It was good. So if you can pick it up,
why not?
please do it. Okay. It was really beautiful, you know. Do you miss the connection too? Anyway, I just feel like Tokodi is a nice guy. I feel like he's nice human.
Have you met him?
Yeah, we've met a couple of times. Yeah, kazi yake ni kunichokoza tu, na jokes and all these things. I think he's good people. I just asked because sometimes in the industry, you need industry friends as well, you know. May I have mine. I have the ones who will call me out on anything. Like they'll honestly call me out, you know. I remember there's a day one of my friends had just come to bury the dad, and we had just gone out, you know. They really wanted to. We had gone out for Rumba and some other things, and I was just posting on Insta story, you know, we're in party, like it's not party, but she was letting the emotions out, you know. And I remember I posted that like 2 a.m. and my friend Jay Blessing, he was like, toa your kitu sahi, like remove that thing, right? And sometimes because people will judge you, and the people, it's not that you are cautious, but people won't give you an opportunity to explain yourself. They don't even care why you guys, you are in that environment. They will be like, Lynn Ngugi caught drinking, Lynn Ngugi spotted drinking with friends, and I'm like, maybe I'm even having a Coca-Cola, you know, but nowadays I don't care. If I feel like going out, I'll go out.
I love that.
If I feel like going out, I'll go out, you know. Sometimes I just feel like industry friends are important, but we are talking about industry friends. You also have industry enemies. For the longest time, I'm not saying they are enemies, but for the longest time, you've been compared to Elsa. And people have always been like, oh, she stole your art. First, she stole your star. Do you first? do you believe that?
Wow, this is... I realize this conversation, I might have it as many times as I don't want to have it.
Okay.
But
if you don't want to have it, we can't have it here.
I'm very comfortable.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when the comparison began, at that time, I wasn't even focused on being the best. I was going through depression. Like, I was in an abusive relationship. I was, my social life, my relationships are in the toilet. Nothing is going well. I wasn't even focused on who's doing better than me. I was actively sabotaging everything. So I'd say for the first time, it didn't really get to me.
Yes.
And then it was every day and every time, and people would message me and tell me, you know, you deserve to be here. You're the one who should have, you're the one. And I think that's not true. I don't think we're supposed to be somewhere. We are where we are right now. You know what I mean?
Could you repeat?
We are where we are right now. And what are we doing with the now? Because all this supposed to, who told you there's no future that you've written? And the only way I can look at it is flattery. If she was inspired by something I did, then that means I'm doing something good.
You are always doing something good.
Yes.
Yes.
And if honestly she's able to reach there, and I truly believe in my light as well and my shine, why not? Why not also reach those heights and even higher? I think it was just an avenue to prove to myself it can happen. So, yeah.
Have you guys ever talked? Have you ever felt, has she ever reached out? Have you ever reached out?
At the beginning, yes, I reached out to her when she started, and I told her not to listen to people because people were at the time talking really badly, and I just told her, "Yo, just do your thing." And then later on, we had one video call that wasn't really important, just like hi Nini. But then afterwards, if for my mental health and the comparison that was all over, I took a bit of a break from her. I just pushed. I was like, yo, I don't want to see you really, because it's triggering. You know, especially when it's like Kelly Rowland, when she kept on being compared to Beyonce.
Man, that was so, you know.
You can really doubt yourself, you know. And I feel like seeing her really triggered me because of the narratives people were putting in my head. So I don't think right now
What do you feel right now about her?
I can't blame her. I can't, what's the word? I can't even tell her not to take up. She took the opportunities. I didn't. I did not. Opportunities are coming, I'm ignoring them. She stepped in her light confidently. I didn't. So everything she has, I think she's much more earned. And she deserves them in one way or another. And they have nothing to do with me. It's not my journey. It's not my lane.
You know?
It's just something similar. We're doing the similar craft, but we're two different people. And people can make it no matter. I mean, there's Kendrick and there's Drake. You know what I mean?
No, there's Kendrick and there's J. Cole.
Okay. Okay. You know? I'm sorry.
Then there's Drake.
Yeah, there's Kendrick and there's J. Cole.
Yes, and then there's only Kanye.
Kanye too is
just alone.
Those are my favorite rappers.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah.
Who else?
Tupac as well.
Oh, me too, man. Hit him up.
Yeah. Because you will. First of all.
No, I don't want to get cancelled, but hit him up, you know? Yeah, okay. Who else? I'm interested in this one.
I love hip hop because, especially, I don't want to be that person for zodiac signs, oh my God.
Yes.
But Kanye and Kendrick and Tupac are Geminis, and we're similar in the sense of we're two different people. I'm very calm and introverted as Chebet.
Yes.
But then when I'm on a show, like when I'm Ronoh,
you are Kanye.
When that camera is rolling, I feel so good. It's like something enters me, bruh. And I don't really practice anything. I just go. And then again, when I'm alone, I'm chill. I like to be alone. I like my music. So I relate to them a lot in the sense of they just like to create, but they're just very introverted. And so I feel like,
You know what I've learned about them? Not sure about... Tupac is, of course, he's gone, but I've noticed a trend between Kanye, J. Cole, and Kendrick. They take crazy breaks.
Oh, yeah.
And when they come back,
it's better than yesterday.
So I just feel like that's also you see what I did there? You know.
Like, what is this lady's name?
You see
money.
You know, you see what I did there? They take, I think Kendrick took like a 5-year break, and then he came back with the album, and it was amazing. So, go you. Let no one put some timelines. Rono, we need this, give us this. Why is she not? Take as much time as you need.
The extra pressure for what?
For who?
For who?
Then you die alone.
Come on now.
Then you die alone. You die alone.
I'm in this alone. In fact, if I want to spoil it, it's mine. You know?
It's you. You know? But anyway, Elsa aside, you know, you went on, we woke up one day on Twitter, and please feel free to not address what you don't want, okay? This is a very safe space. You went on Twitter and you came after Nikita, and also you also called out Kate. They said they had stolen your art, and Nikita, I'm not sure what the beef was with Nikita carrying, maybe her not being who she really is in real life, and behind the scenes being a different person. But you feel like people have taken a part of your art. Is that what you believe right now?
Well, so through the reading of books and opening my mind, I figured that artists steal, and it's very normal. I think every artist has stolen.
Yes.
You know, And I think, how do I say this? It's very flattering to know that you saw some inspiration in me. And you didn't give me credit though. I ain't gonna lie. You didn't give me credit. And that was stinging.
Yes.
But I can't really blame you. You know, you've taken a form of what I do and been able to create something for yourself. I think that's more or less the Lord's work. But now I'm in looking at it like, now they've taken something from me. How can I have it? It's in me.
It's you.
It's me, literally. It's my authenticity. It's my personality. What am I doing with it? You know what I mean? So that I can stop putting the fingers on everyone else and say, you did this and you did this. No, what am I doing about it? I can't sit down and not put in the work and expect now people just, kiss.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how I see it right now. And another thing is I hadn't really forgiven some people in the industry. This industry is very vicious. I'm not gonna take that away.
Yes.
It is. People will smile in your face, but behind you, they're just hoping you fail. Or, hey, she's becoming a threat. I had that thing a lot. It was people, celebrities would DM me and be like, I don't know how long you'll keep this up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just being myself, really. Usile, don't cry.
Don't cry.
In comparison, and I remember sometime, I'm not going to mention her, and a radio personality told me, like, every day I wake up and I look at your numbers and I look at my numbers. And that was just sad because we all have our own lane. But especially now, I just know in the industry, it's vicious.
Yeah.
So I've learned that now. I can't fully trust some people, and I'm intentional with who I interact with.
Yes.
That's where it's at. And I did everything I said, I don't regret, really. I won't say that. I felt like at the time it was defending myself. I had been punched down so long, and I did not stand up for myself. I was silent.
Yes.
Every time Ronoh was in there, Ronoh,
yes,
in the blogs, Ronoh. But the next time I'll sue you guys. Don't take this as a joke. The lawyers are already on speed dial.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like at the time it was a form of defense. But I've grown from that, and there are better ways to deal with things, especially silence, and just using your craft to speak back.
Yeah. Using your craft to speak back, right? But talking of supporters too, I noticed you have one great supporter in Kibe. How is your relationship like?
Wow, I think wow, I know it's gonna be controversial.
Yes.
But I met Kibe when I was working at radio. And I think that was one of the only people who pumped life into me. Genuinely, like he had nothing to gain from it. And he's a controversial person even. There's some things that he says that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
A lot of things he says on the internet, I'm like, oh my God,
Kibe.
Not another day,
Yes.
Yeah. But as a person, to me, he was genuine and kind and supportive. And I needed that at the time.
Yeah.
And the ladies in the industry who say like, as a women feminist, they were really putting me down. And they looked at me like a threat and treated me as such. Although I was there to learn, I was trying to learn from them. I didn't even have a female figure in my life who was truly showing me how to be a woman and how to start a business and how to make money, as a woman.
Diversify. Yes.
It was Kibe was telling me those things, and I didn't really listen. I was young. So I was like, okay, I'll listen. I'll be like, yes, but do nothing. But it helped. Those things he said came true. A lot of things he told me, like, you're better than this, do this. He would guide me and teach me. And so I think that's the relation. It's more of like a brotherly love. Yeah.
Are you good people even now?
I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
Yeah.
But I do, I don't support his content too. But I'm very happy for what he's done for himself.
Say hi to him.
Yeah, hi, Kibe. I love him so much. I do.
Yeah, he might watch. Huh? You've mentioned about the feminist thing, that even the people who are out there, women empowerment, are the same people who are putting you down. How do you feel about that?
I genuinely wished it was otherwise. I really did. But I've learned that that's how the industry is. It's competitive. It's vicious. People will pretend to be there for the genuinity, but there's something they want to take from you. I've learned to look for better role models in women. Not just who are just telling me things, who have actively shown me that they want to be in my life and that that they want to build me or with me. So yeah.
Good. For any creative that's watching you, especially the pressure that comes with, I want to be seen, I'm hanging around with other celebrities, I want my photos with this person and this person, the validation, I want to be in this circle. What would you tell them?
Put yourself out there. Don't worry about how. I've come to learn, don't worry about the how. When you worry about the how, you limit yourself. I used to be like, I'm going to start creating well when I have a good camera, or I'm going to start creating well when I have money. I'll never be ready. Even this interview, I was anxious. I was like, oh my God, you know, everyone's so eloquent on her show. And
what do you mean?
You're doing an amazing job, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Here we are crazy. Yeah, thank you.
And I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to, but I still do those things. I'm continuously putting myself in positions that scare me.
Yes.
To eliminate the fear. So do it. Go out there. Don't worry how it looks. Don't worry who'll say what. Just do it. Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about, for me, it's don't worry about the how. Just do it, you know. But talking of the people you look up to, creative-wise, you know, who are some of the people you've dreamt of working with and who inspires you also?
Be Simone, I don't know if you know her, but she's like an entertainer as well, and she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's been able to incorporate her personality into creating businesses, and I think that's what I want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. In Kenya?
In Kenya, I love Murugi Monye.
Oh,
you know?
really?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi, Murugi. I really do love Murugi.
Yeah.
She's a very smart person.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to hosting her someday.
You will.
Yeah, I will.
Even Lydia as well.
Lydia was amazing. God, we laughed here. It was crazy. We laughed here. It was crazy. And we learned a lot from her. She inspires you?
Yeah.
Why those two?
I think they're very authentic. They're very honest and open-minded, especially open-minded. Yes. Oh, girl, like they're adaptive to any situation that comes their way, and they're women's women, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Women's women. Girls.
Yes,
yeah.
They are girls. I honestly am a fan also. Like, I'm a fan. I think what the industry is lacking is authenticity.
Yes.
If I might say, they need to be you in front of the camera and then a different you behind the scene.
It's tiring.
Don't
you get tired?
It's a lot. I don't think I can manage. It's a lot. I think it's a lot. But is the pressure there for every creative, number one, to want to present themselves differently at some point? Of course. I always say, for me, the greatest blessing was entering in this industry broke.
Why so?
Because I couldn't fake. Hair ni ile, you don't have the wigs. So even if you start faking an accent, and your hair looks the way it looks, and then unapatana na watu kwa mabasi na magari with your accent, like it wouldn't work, man. It wouldn't work. You know, if I'm gonna fake an accent, let me have my dance, man. Like, if I'm gonna fake my accent, let me. Sasa, na fake accent. Back then I was working, you know, at our offices were in Westlands. I was living in Gumba. So you have to enter matatu from Gumba to, where was that place? Hapa karibu Nangara. Then take a super metro to Westlands. Well, what time will you twang?
Shukisha.
Doesn't give me.
He's like, oh, that's Lynn. I think I want.
Plus the wigs can't wig because when those things were expensive, but you know. So for me, I always say, like, one of the greatest blessing in disguise was me living hand to mouth, because I couldn't worry about. I did not worry about the how. I just showed up, you know. But were there temptations to want to look a different way, talk at some type of way? Of course. That has always been there, but I'm just happy. Sikuwa na pesa.
Were you just yourself throughout the process?
Yeah, been always.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I have found even worked. Maybe it was just God telling me, be you, man. This is it. And I have a feeling that's what a lot of creatives struggle with. They need to be themselves. That's the blessing right there.
That's where the light.
That's where the light is. Just be you. Talk like you. Show up like you. Take your work seriously. Fight with all this. I've fought with imposter syndrome for so long. But right now, I'm going for mine.
Tell me how you've been able to overcome.
The awards I got last year. And for the longest time, I didn't want to post them, you know. Because first you feel like people will think you are showing off too much, right? Again, you are like, I'm not deserving of these things. Maybe they gave me because they needed their organization to shine at that. Hey, the overthinker in me thinks, or even if I put it out there, people will think I'm acting, I'm an ajiringa or things like that. Hey, but I said, how can God give you? You know, I did a show and that guy said, tunyamazie shida na tunyamazie ushuhuda. Now, even if I win 10 bob, I'm not posting it because I'm feeling proud about it. I'm doing like what Phil said. I had Phil, the director, Phil Karanja, and he was like, it's important for us creatives to post our wins out there, because we are also living in a generation where there are so many families that don't appreciate art. And by posting your wins, you're encouraging another creative out there. You're encouraging another person to take up for you. I'll honestly challenge you to start a podcast. You are so good. You know, people are just seeing cool Ronoh right now. They ain't seen that. you know. So I and also the way you've said, you are working on friendships that are going to affirm you. For me, I'm just happy to be blessed with a circle that constantly affirms me. And also that was the problem sometimes. Because also you're in a circle, and because you are the face. So you feel like if you post it, they'll feel left out. So I also struggled with that.
My goodness.
But then they're the same people affirming you, taking you for photo shoots, telling you look nice, post it, post this one and this one. Those people who don't want you to shrink, who don't want you to dim.
They're not gaining anything.
They don't gain even. I gain a lot. I gain a lot, you know. So for me, is it something I'm still struggling with? Yes. But have I intentionally and deliberately said, I am coming for mine? Because I'm not dying.
I'm coming for mine.
I'm coming for whatever is mine. I am coming for it. No
My
apologies.
inheritance is coming.
You know, I was listening to Bien in the morning and I was like...
On our podcast, Ama?
No, his music. As we were just crazy. You know, you make it too easy.
You
make it, you know, and we have replayed that song. Like, I don't know how many times. And it got so after, because in that song he says, then we played Sina Makosa. Then that part comes from that song. The comes. So I was like, how was Bien able to get inspiration from something like this? What goes through Bien's head? How does he create? Then to make such a strong song. Then to get inspiration. What time does this guy sleep? In an era where people are not appreciating Kenyan music and stuff.
And writers especially.
And he's out there giving us, him and a couple of other people giving us really beautiful music. And I was just like, if he ain't sleeping, I'm not sleeping.
And he's also another person who inspires me. By
oh, yeah? Yeah? Really?
This man is versatile.
No, he's good.
He's got it
good.
down.
I don't even want the Grammys for him. He doesn't deserve those. Too easy. He needs the Tonys.
He's carrying
all those
Kenya's industry.
He's back, you know. Him and Akina Calligraph and Nyashinsky, and you just hear people, Kenyan music, this and this and this. I'm like, God, you know, because they are. So for me, I get inspiration from such people. I see them posting their wins. I'm going to post mine as well.
It gives you that if he can do it, what's so different? And he's just putting in the work and being himself.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes, you know. Yeah. And the message, you know, you don't look forward to bishana na watu kwa comments anymore. I don't care what anyone says. I need to grow, Ronoh. Amen. And I can't grow in darkness. I have to put myself out there.
Amen.
I need to make this mistake. I need to F up as many times as possible.
We try over again and again and again and again until again.
Yes, because you are there criticizing me. I'm taking your comment and I'm looking at it objectively. This person has talked crap, but let me pick this part and go better myself. Then tomorrow, what will you say? With your free Wi-Fi in Roysambo, what will you say? You know? You will keep learning. So for me, my to you is put your art out there as much as possible. We learn. Imagine you'll fill up a whole room and people will want to come and listen. Have you thought about that?
It's actually starting to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that God will hold me together.
Yes.
So that I'm able to step in and fully show up. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What does the future look like for you?
I want to write a book.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I want to do big things with my podcast. I want to start series on my YouTube. I have big dreams that I'm now getting down to them that I had ignored. Even my music career. Like, I want to sing so. I've been dancing lately.
Sorry.
Anything that I put off because I was scared, I'm now opening that book again and saying, look, we had given up, but I'm coming back and we're trying again and again. And we're, as you said, making mistakes and learning on the job. Hautaijua kufanya hii kitu. You'll never learn if you don't put yourself out there. That's another thing. I was like, I was beating myself down when I'd make a mistake. But I've never done this before. I'm not God. I'm a human being who's trying this for the first time. Of course, I'm bound to fail.
Yes.
But then what am I learning?
Yeah.
To go back into it and fail again and go back into until I by the time inaiva.
Naiva, bro. Like by the time inaiva hivi. By the time inaiva, that's a wrap.
You're gone. You're gone. Even as you said, those comments stop. Your ego stops responding.
Actually.
The picture is bigger.
I'm too busy.
The vision is bigger.
I'm too busy for those comments. Not that I don't want to listen. But I read one comment and it affected me.
It happened.
For a long time. And I was like, I'm not giving this too much power again. That's too much power to give a person you don't know.
You know how funny it is?
A pseudo account. And then you
Aina
give
profile.
it... Aina profile. Then you give it that too much power. Nah, it won't happen. It won't happen. But who are some of the people that you've looked forward before I let you go? Because I've noticed me and you can do this like for a whole day.
I'm looking for part 2.
It will get to your part 2, Sai. You know, we can do this, but who are some of the people you're looking forward to working with in your career?
Oh, wow. Zenia. Hey. She's a musician.
Yes,
beautiful.
Yes.
Betty as well.
Hey.
In terms of creation, I want to reach out to Ken as well. I know we've... Let me tell you. When I was working with that guy, like...
Kenna?
Yes. At the time, like at a radio station, people were like doubting this guy.
Why am I seeing in HIF boxers right now?
I was gone. I saw it gone. Kenya Power notebook.
My God. Nini kitu ya ndege ilikuwa inafanya kwa bathroom?
You know, I'm like, how do you even get these things? Even people in the government don't have these branded nini.
Anyway, go on.
So like this guy was, I feel like was a much of a revolutionary in the sense that those people are looking, at the time they were uplifting other people with numbers and stuff.
Yes.
He was just like going down to crafting and he would be like, I have this idea. He'd always tell me like, I have this idea, I want to do this. And because now I was really going to push up my life. I was like, oh, we'll do it. Great idea, we'll do it. But this guy did everything he said he was going to do. Ooh. Everything he said he was going to do, he did it. Even better. And I think I want to work with him because he has a vision. And I like people with visions because the purpose is greater.
That one is going far.
Yeah,
that one?
Further than I think he knows.
Yeah,
so all the best to him.
I also think he doesn't know that much, but he's going far.
All the best.
To the both of you. Yeah. Because you are also. You're going far. But I want to let you go. But before I do that, maybe any people some of the people who have stood by you, who would you want to thank and what would you want to say to them? You can also thank yourself. I want to thank me.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah. I want to thank me for believing in me.
Yeah.
Wow. I want to thank God. Honestly, wow, that man is very gracious. I want to say man, but that entity has been very gracious and I've felt his presence in my life. His grace is wow. The mistakes I've made, the things I've said, he's redeemed me from all those things. And I'm grateful to know him. I'm also thankful for Omoke. Like Omoke, the videographer, is also very... There are people who've never given up on me. And even though like I've fallen out with them or we don't talk anymore, they push me. They send me amazing things. There's this lady, Mudhoni, the drama queen. Oh. I think I don't know how I'll ever thank this woman. She has single-handedly supported me emotionally for so long. Even when no one cared, Like she just reach out, I hope you're okay. I know you're not posting anymore, but I hope you're okay and I love you and I know you've got this. Just come back, the craft. Remember the craft, the craft. She insists just it's the art, the art, the art. Leave the noise, the art. And I'm very grateful for her too.
I owe her an interview.
Yes, even Mamito. Please get Mamito.
She's
amazing.
She's good people.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
She's also introverted. I was shocked.
Really? Yeah. Why is it we are so loud on set and so introverted in real life?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Good.
those people are very. Yeah.
Yes. Now there's something we do on this show, and we're gonna do it. So it's Dear Ronoh.
Okay.
What do you wanna tell yourself?
Dear Ronoh, or rather, dear future self, I am very proud of you and I'm putting in the work to give you the life that you deserve. I love you.
I love you too. And may greatness follow you.
Amen.
May your craft be consumed by so many people. You'll have no idea. You know, the way they fill up the Yankee stadiums or the O2s, and you are like, or even Kasarani, fill whatever stadium you need to fill, but fill it anyway.
Even if it's this room.
Even if it's this room, may your art be consumed by millions and millions and millions and millions of people. You know, the analogy I always use is Les Brown. He said something along, when he dies, he doesn't want to be on his grave and his talents are everywhere asking him, what did you do with us? What did you do with us? What did you do with us? That's also for me my greatest fear. I want to die empty. Very empty.
Give it all.
All. Wanizike. Lynn, mekufa empty. You know, na to celebrate na watu wakule ng'ombe.
I think that's the greatest gift you can leave behind.
Yes.
It's very selfish to be talented or effortlessly good at something.
Yeah.
Now iweke.
Yes.
Give it out.
Good.
That's your form of love.
That's your form of, and that's also, that's the gift God has given you. Do you see doctors saying, I don't want to go now and treat people today?
Never.
Why is it that creatives are meant to feel like you shouldn't do this? Do you tell lawyers not to show up to their offices?
Never.
So show up every day and become the best version of yourself. May God guide you.
Likewise.
May He lead you, Ronoh.
I meet you at the top.
Meet you. Oh shit. Meet you at the top, sis. Honestly.
Yes.
From me to you. When you're making people laugh, I'll be right there. Hapo mbele. Venye tunaenda kuona mkuru. Hapo mbele. Hapo mbele.
Mkurugenzi. I love him.
Sitwende. Sitwende. Well, go watch Mkurugenzi, my people. It's 30th. This is a free ad. Mkuru na kujia invoice. But guys, the juice is happening for Mkurugenzi Abel. That should be 30th September, if I'm not wrong. The details are right here. Buy your tickets. May have mine. Go support him. 2 events I'm going to, Mkuru na Sauti Sol.
This is truly a supporter of talent and creatives.
Yes.
Subscribe.
Thank you. What's up? Nasai, ya Ronoh ikikam. I'm coming through, man. Yeah. Sauti Sol ni 4th. Ya Mkuru ni 30th. Go guys, get your tickets.
I love that.
Yeah, ya Ronoh will wait and post it here. So go you and conquer.
Thank you.
What would be your parting shot to our people?
Just do it. Yeah.
Nike it.
Nike it.
Yeah. Nike it. Just do it. Shall we wind up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go eat our chicken pie in peace now.
Thank you.
Yes. In peace. Thank you for coming. And as I said, may God guide you. May His grace be sufficient. May He lead you and may all your dreams come true. Your art matters.
Let it be so.
Your art matters. Sawa sawa. Hii tutakuwa tunakumbusha kila siku. Ronoh tuko wapi? Your art matters. Die empty. All right?
Heavy on the dying empty.
Heavy on the dying empty.
Thank you for that.
Heavy on the unlearning. Right? Okay. Ni hivyo. Bye. Nah, I gotta pay bills, guys. Msikujeni hapa. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like today was a Ronoh Lynn conversation. I don't know how I did. Leave your feedback for me on the comment section. But girl, I'm telling you, this girl, we've not seen it yet. My spirit. I'm not trying to be Prophetess Lynn right now, but I can tell you guys, there's so much ahead. And all we can do is lift her up. Prayers, support her work. Go out there and intentionally and deliberately support her. Because even this stage right now is too small for her. She deserves to go out there and showcase her art to millions and millions of people. Be one of them. And as I said, this is not an ad, but also, if you want to go watch Mkuru, tupatane 30th September. Tickets are here, or the details are here on the screen. If you want to go support Sauti Sol, also the details are right here on the screen. Let's intentionally and deliberately support our artists if we can. Hakuna pressure. Pia kama huwezi manage, hakuna pressure mtu wangu. Next time is also a good time. And to say thank you. Felt like I had a beautiful conversation, and I always say producing content is not easy. You have a lot of bills to cover and you need great partners to come on board. So my people at Tap Tap Send, I don't take you for granted. I've met you guys on a personal level. I know how much you value your brand, and I value you for even wanting to do business with our brand. If you're looking into sending money to your loved ones, please, can you try Tap Tap Send? They have great rates. They have better rates actually. You will not file a complaint that they will not answer. They are very effective. The money will get to your people right on time. And if you use my code Lynn, you will be able to get your cash back. That's 15 euros, 15 dirhams, and also 15 pounds. Yes, and $20 on every 50 of those that you send on your first transaction. You will get that cash back. Use it. Let me know how you feel about it. If there is anything, find me at info@lnn.digital, and I cannot wait to continue working with my people at Tap Tap Send. And welcome home, Tap Tap. This is home for you now, hatuachani. And also to my team, niliwashukuru hapo mbeleni. Sasa hivyo ndio tutakuwa tunafanya. I hope you guys have been inspired. What's your take home? If you want to share your story with me on the rebuilding series, info@lnn.digital. That's where I'm at. The meantime, I want to thank me for hosting this show. It's been great. It's been amazing. See you tomorrow, guys, at 10 a.m. Peace.